to there to there. Yeah, I think I need to stop. Okay, yeah, we're going back, or I'm going back to this, the tripod thing, but as Alberto said in one of the comments, my video has improved a heck of a lot since the very beginning, so yeah, that's one thing to look at. I tried to do some kind of big overhead thing, but I was just spending way too much time trying. I just don't have the equipment, and spending too much time trying to figure it out with, improper equipment. And I was like, okay, you're not playing the game, which is what I want to do. And to be honest with you, I'm just biting at the bit to get down to the Russians towards Lemberg. I really want to know what's going on there. So I'm going to try to do this section of the moves. I kind of color coded each section, and then I'll see what I can do with the Warsaw one, like the moves from Warsaw down towards the Katarets, like the Breslau Katarets area. Because there's a lot of movement obviously going down towards that area, and I don't know if I can capture it all in one shot, but I'd really like to. Anyways, let's go and see if I can get this done, and see if I can hopefully figure out or explain why I'm doing what I'm doing. Or anyways, the first one is I'm going to move the, where am I, PF, yeah. I'm going to use the 9th Army HQ in Königsberg at 1506. I think you can see it, yeah, just at the edge there, to make Core HQ 4. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I think I want to pop that Core H, like I said, I want to start using Core HQs near the, like I'm calling them, like the dormant, the quad, like just a holding pattern type of an area, which is what Warsaw is right now. So I want to use the headquarters that can, really utilize supply points properly in the active fronts. So I'm going to be popping Core HQ4 down towards Warsaw, which is going to basically replace the 8th Army HQ. But I think I need a couple down there just to see. Of course, I don't know what the Russians are going to be doing. But anyways, there we go. So that's the first one. So I feel a little bit better. Then I'm going to rail, which I don't think you can see. No, it's way the heck over here. But it's the one that's, it's the 5-4 replacement unit coming in and it's just a little north of Poznan there, 0118. There's the beautiful thing, about, yet again, about Germans versus the Russians and the Austrians. You don't see a 5-4 replacement unit coming in for those guys. Anyways, I'm railing this one all the way to the 9th Army HQ, which, because as you can see, there's a lot of spent units there, so I'll figure out what to do. It's going to be a bit tricky to get them down there, but I already, like I said, was anticipating this to happen. So I've already been kind of stocking up a little bit, even though I should have been a bit more. Well, maybe that's why. No, I should have done that, because like I said, they're still equidistant in terms of movement allowance, or movement point expenditure. So that was just tactically not too swift. And then what else? And then the cavalry. This one was kind of interesting. I mean, or I should say interesting in the sense that these moves I find interestingly troublesome. How's that for my head? Due to the fact that I feel like I'm kind of, I don't know, being ahistorical, or it's because I just don't know enough. That's really what it is. Because I'm sending this cavalry over to Vilna, and I'm like, am I allowed to really do that? And I'm like, well, according to the rules, I'm okay, but it just seems weird. But I'm like, okay, off you go, which I'm going to do. So I'll move the 4th Cavalry from 3005 to occupy Vilna at 3303. I don't feel gamey, like in the sense that I'm like, I want to do this, like due to the fact that I've noticed that a heck of a lot of the reinforcements and and the supply points have been coming through here. So, and I want to, as isolate them. Okay, they still got that, but I've said this before. You can't have everything in this game. Jeez. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna grab some more tea. It's kind of nice to, excuse me, play this game during the afternoon, or no, it's almost afternoon. Move the 6th Cav over here from 2302 to 2001. Oh yeah. I'll just hug the border here and go to here, which is great. I'm now blocking off 2 rail lines again, so that's awesome. Now we just have to do the coup de grace here, and well, for a while, yeah, and that's the way I want to use the cavalry, the German cavalry. I'm just pretending like I don't know, they're flies that you kind of swat, but they just keep coming back. They drive you freaking nuts. So here we go. Move the 8th Cavalry crossing the Niemen River to 2503. Yeah, just a bit of cat and mouse here. I can't really tell if there's how many counters are underneath there, but if that Russian can't split that stack, I mean, if that stack is just a strength point reduction marker on top of whatever's down there, geez, this guy's safe as houses practically. I mean, either you pop over here to attack me, which I guess you would. I mean, why would you stay there and attack? That would be pretty stupid. So what am I saying then? Yeah, I mean, yeah. But anyways, right now I'm still blocking off the supply towards this, so that's great. And that's the end of that part, and I'll see what I can do about editing and all that. All right, I guess I don't know what this would be called, part 3. I guess we're getting into the Warsaw thing. Yet again, it's great to have the tripod, especially for the moves for me, because obviously I can, put the forceps in one hand and I've got the book in the other, so I can read what I'm doing. However, obviously I'm not able to get the whole area of what I want to talk about, so there may be a few spots, like for example, when I say like, okay, the core HQ is going to be railed off, but then later on we'll see it over on the spot, like near Katowice. It's not hopefully not a big deal. I mean, the main focus is here anyways. Okay, so let's go to the first one here, which, yeah, I think I'm just going to, which I guess I'm going to speak about. It's right at the end. I think I can see it. Yeah, right at the corner here. So this is, yeah, I'm just moving the core HQ 3 here down towards 0810, which is where the 69th Ersatz Brigade is right now. And that's, yeah, I'm just getting ready to attack. And this is actually going to be the spot where I'm going to be moving the 8th Army HQ down to here, since they don't have any supply points. I've got 10 supply points waiting for them in Breslau. And like I was saying earlier in another video, or maybe this part of the video, I can't remember where I said it, I want to start using the Army HQs in the area of active fronts and the core HQs in areas of dormant fronts, which to me makes sense. And just hopefully they, I guess right, and obviously the Russians don't decide to go nuts near Warsaw, because, well, they're going to see I'm like stripping off troops like there's no tomorrow. Well, in 2 more turns, like it's, I can only do so much with these single rail lines. All right, so here we go. They're gone. And I'll pop them over to here, and that'll be seen later. Maybe I'll leave that train there, and we'll, it's not going to be a big deal. Okay, so that's that. And then I'm going to move the 9th Cavalry from 2916, so that's way the heck over here, crossing the Boog to 2521, which is way over here. Yet again, I'm just knocking out some more rail lines. Yes, I understand there's a difference between cutting rail lines and cutting lines of communication. However, for me, I mean, I can only do so much, like I've said time and time again, and at least by cutting rail lines, I'm hampering them bringing in reinforcements and supply points. That's the way I'm looking at it. So well, obviously I know where it's going. It's going to that little yellow spot. So there we go. So that's that one. Actually, there's not too many to do. It's just yet again, excuse me, these 2 green spots. It's just the jumping off spot, or the entraining spots, where I can get 1 division per turn out of here. And I can't, I can get somebody here, but they can't, I've run out of movement points to entrain them. So at least I can get somebody out of the first over to here. And then I'm entraining somebody and railing them right away down there, and then bringing somebody out. You get it. But well, you'll see in a minute. All right, so okay, break up Battle Group 3 and then train the 8th Army HQ at 1715 and railed 0704. So let me get a little, so boink, and that's going exactly where, oh, sorry, I better pop them over there. The Core HQ3 is, or was. So I'll grab the, already grabbed the 8th Army HQ so I didn't have to go back and forth from the force sheet. So there we go. So, oops, wrong 0704. Where are you, 0704? 0704. Where are you? There you are. Oh, thank God. Okay, so there we go. So there's the 8th Army HQ. And it's on its way. And then I've got the move the 3rd out of Battle Group 1 at 1916. So this one here. And that's got, and it's down to 7 strength points. Gosh, it's so nice to see these things. And move to 1613. Excuse me. And move to 1613 and prepare for in training. Should have drank something before talking after eating because I still got a little bit of a. Yeah, I think I've got some water here somewhere. So that'll be, yeah, getting ready to zip off. Hold on, I'll grab some water. All right, so that one's done. And then I move the 3rd Guards out of Battle Group 3 and move to, well, maybe I should do the other one first, don't you think? Where are you? Oh my gosh, do you know what? I think I made a mistake yet again. Gosh, I'm such an idiot. Oh, well, too bad. So the Germans, Mr. German efficiency here just forgot to send off the 1816. And I think I even made like a comment in one of my posts saying, oh, I can send off another. I even corrected myself afterwards, I think, saying it's not 10 strength points, it's 5. Well, guess what? It's 0. Because I don't think I actually popped it in. No, I didn't. Oh my gosh, what an idiot. So, well, that's the way it goes, because I think, I better grab this thing. Oh man, what a bummer. Well, guess what? There's going to be no attack, I can tell you that much. Shoot. So I should have sent the 35th. And why don't I have it listed here? Oh, well, that's the way it goes. Unless I miscolored it. No, I don't see it listed here. I don't see move the 35th. Oh, brother. Well, I've got everything practically else. Darn it. Ah, you silly bugger. Oh, well, that's the end of that one. So, yeah, like I said, there goes German efficiency. Oh, darn. So what's the next one? Move the 3rd Guards out of Battle Group 3 at 1916. So this guy. And move to 1816 and prepare for in training, which I'm sorry to say, you're going to be sitting there for quite a while because someone was supposed to go ahead of you. Mr. Silly Pants over here forgot to send him off. Oh my goodness. Oh, and look at that. I could have had 8 strength points. Well, maybe I can send them off first. I'll just say, yeah, because I was going to only send a 5 strength points. Yeah, so it's an extra 4. Jeepers jumping. That's pretty nice. Oh. Anyway, so that's the end of that. And then I'll pause the video yet again and then move off to do the 3rd bits. And still kind of, I don't know, just scratch my head in disbelief. All right, part 3 or part 4 or part 5, I'll have to find out later. Unfortunately as well, you won't be able to see, it's not a big deal, it's just the rail, the Core HQ1 just a little bit over here at 0719, so just a few hexes over there. And then as well as the 2nd Cavalry is over at 1721, which is just a few hexes over, just to the right here. I don't know. So just over here. I don't know. Maybe I can, it'll be, like I said, the adapter on my screen. I can't see what's going on. All right. So is there anything I should have done ahead of time for preparing for videoing here, so I didn't have to go back to the sheet? Doesn't look like it. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, and as you can see, here's the cross swords, which was the combat I thought was going to happen, but now that I screwed up near Warsaw. Oh, man. Anyways, stop thinking about it. Okay, so move the second cavalry from 1721. So like I was saying, I don't know if we can see it here, but the orange spot is where I did want to keep the cavalry because I could nail three rail. I can nail three rail areas right in one spot. Like it's a nice little hub there. But I do want to start using the second cavalry down here for helping out, ridding the Russians out of Catarets and whatnot, and use their zones of control and just yeah, as you know, like I said, as the game progresses, I'm starting to clue in of just how amazingly effective cavalry can be. I think what it was is, I yet again when I start reading things or watch stuff, I just tend to only read what I want to read and watch what I want to watch, kind of thing, or retain it because I think lots of times when I kept reading stuff that kept saying, oh, cavalry was just so ineffective in World War One. I think they were I forgot that it was saying the way it used to be. In other words, you don't go headlong towards a machine gun nest the way, let's say, they used to go headlong towards something that didn't have machine guns, kind of thing, is what I'm saying. And I think I just heard cavalry are useless, and so I was using them that way at the very beginning of the game, and now I'm like, oh man, I wish I had so many more. Um, but anyways, at least the Germans have a lot. That's for sure. At the moment, I seem to be using them pretty effective. At least I think so. Okay, so that's that one. And then we've got the Rail Core HQ3 at 0704. Oh yeah, that was this one here. So Core HQ3 is now with these guys, which would have been great. Well, it's still great. It's just unfortunate that won't be able to mount attack. Maybe in the long run, it's kind of like a good thing. I didn't have like a ton anyways. I just was more of a let's get going. So maybe I think I was moaning earlier on as well that I couldn't get the third reserve where I wanted them. So maybe that was also in the long run, maybe this is a good thing. I can not. So this turn I don't attack, but next turn, and yet again when I was saying I was trying to get so much strength points to bear down here, and I was just one hex away. So maybe in two turns, I can bring like just an overwhelming number of strength points. That would be fantastic. So maybe what I think I did from my movements, it's too late now because the orders have gone out, but I think I put enough. It's going to be tricky for these guys to get out of here or to run away, at least, move far. So that'll be nice. With the third out of battle group one. Okay, sorry, I'm reading the wrong stuff again. And I did that one. Rail Core HQ1 at 0719 to 08. Yep, so this guy here is going to 08. Right here. That makes sense. So I've now got two Core HQs sitting here, ready to start helping. Separate attacks, I understand. And then I've got the 10 supply points sitting in Breslau, waiting for my 8th Army HQ, which is right here. All right. Then I'm going to move the 3rd Reserve at 1201, crossing the Nyasa River to 1209. Yep, makes sense. Cut you off that way. And it's going to be really irritating for you to try to leave, even if you're a cavalry. With that forest and the woods, woods and river. Move the 6th Landwehr Brigade crossing the Otter River to 1608. Okay, and so I did split the stack, so I'm happy about that. Obviously, I wanted to protect my core HQ. And yeah, now I'm creating a little bit more of some interesting stuff to happen here. And then move the 69th Ersatz Brigade from 0810, crossing the Nyasa to 1010, or 0910, sorry. There you go. I think that's right. Hold on. Let's see where he was. Move from 08 to 10. Yeah, to 0910. I got the number wrong. There's no way he can go. Oh yeah, he could have went there. So what am I saying? Jesus, I'm just so thinking of zones of control and crazy stuff here. So that's excellent. I'm really happy with that move. You almost finished? Yes, I think that's it. And unfortunately, like I said, unfortunately, there will not be a combat there. But wow, that means if there's no combats, and I think I've moved all the headquarters except for the Ninth Army headquarters. So if they don't have any replacement units and some spent troops up there, there's going to be no recombination. So I'm off to the Russians, which is exactly what I want, where I wanted to be as soon as possible, because like I said, God, I can't wait to get down to Lemberg and see what in the world's going to happen. Oh my goodness, this is awesome. Okay,